off your wellness journey, what kind of started it all for you, if we can?
Yeah, I would definitely say um, my breast cancer journey. And
Okay.
not to say that, um, I didn't try to be well or healthy before then, but it was in that moment that I realized that I was more unhealthy
Okay.
than I was healthy, even in my trying. And it
Okay.
was like a wake up call like, look, you got to get it together. You can't be out here doing everything everybody else is doing.
Mm-hmm.
And so, as far as my wellness, and my commitment to wellness, it's all about me centering myself and finding that peace. And I feel like from there, then I can make the right decisions. I'm doing the right things. I feel great. And so, wellness, I would say, started at that, like, really truly committed to it
Mm-hmm.
during that time.
Okay. Since you touched on it, I'm gonna bring it back up. Do you mind sharing about your breast cancer?
I do not mind sharing about my breast cancer journey.
Okay.
So, um, breast cancer, I was diagnosed on my 38th birthday
Okay.
with breast cancer. And, it was a call, of course, that I will never forget. Um, I was in the car with my husband and my best friend, and we had just like celebrated our birthdays. My birthday is February 26th. Her birthday is February 27th. And so I think God made the call happen in that moment on purpose to have those two closest people with me when I
Mm-hmm.
got the call. And nobody wants to hear, hey, the test results came back and it's positive for breast cancer. Like, who wants to hear that?
Right.
Um, but my initial response while on the phone with the doctor was, okay, what do we do next? What do we do next? Um, and I feel like, I don't know, like my survival instincts kicked in.
Mm-hmm.
That warrior mode, that lioness, like, hey, you done picked the wrong one today.
Right.
Um, and so, yeah, the way that I even found out, or even what led me to the doctor, I would say,
Mm-hmm.
is one day I was getting ready to get in the shower, and I had a very hard cord like vein sticking up from my left breast. And when I touched it, it hurt. I was like, what is that? Like, I've never seen it before. I've never even heard of this before. Like, what the heck is going on? And so, of course, I look it up. Google's my best friend. So, self diagnosing, right? What is this?
Right.
And so, what I found is that it could be nothing
Mm-hmm.
or it could be something. And so, I gave it a couple of days. It was still there. It didn't go away until like a week. And even when it went away, it was there for so long, there was an indentation from where the vein was sticking up from.
Oh wow.
Um, and so, my husband's like, maybe you should go get it checked out. Now, I had made an appointment for something else. So I go in, make the call. They're like, oh, we can't see you till like another 3 weeks. I go in. By this time, I done forgot all about this vein sticking up out of my breast, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, I forgot. I was going in for something else. And
Right.
so for whatever reason, God placed it back in my memory before the doctor, the OBGYN, not walked out of the office. She goes, "Is there anything else?" And I said, "Well, I think I should just tell you this. I don't know, like, if it's anything, but I just want to let you know, like, what happened." And so I told her the story, and she goes, she looks it up, and she goes, "Let's do an exam. Let's just check you out, just in case." So she does the breast exam, and she finishes, and she says, "I'm gonna send you down for a mammo." And so in that moment, I was like, okay. Like, she didn't feel anything, but she could feel something, right? Let's just make sure it's either something or it's not. And the only way to do that is to go and have this test done. Mind you, I'm 38. I'm not 40, which is the recommended age to go and have a mammogram done. So I'm like, okay. So I go down for the mammo. And what's crazy is they didn't find anything in the breast. They found something under my left armpit. So when she did my exam, she said, "What is this?" And I said, "I don't know. What is it?" And so that taking you back, that is what led her to say, "Hey, let's get a mammo." And so when they did the mammogram, there was a lesion under my left armpit. It was about the size of my pinky knuckle at the time. That was probably in, I don't know, late October, early November. By the time I had an ultrasound and a biopsy at the end of December, well, it wasn't the biopsy yet, but the ultrasound at the end of December, it had grown into like the size of a small round bouncy ball, like 3 centimeters. So it was a fast growing um, breast cancer that I had. And so I just, listened to the doctors, went to all my appointments. I had chemo, I had radiation, and I also had a lumpectomy and a double breast reduction. That is all, all of that was part of my treatment. And, you know, like I said, nobody wants to go through that, but I think God prepared me for the journey. I feel like, the years leading up to the diagnosis um, prepared me for the moment. And it's like, hey, now is the time that you put your faith in action. And that's exactly what I did.